Eyewitness News is tracking breaking news on a state house search we first reported on air today. Federal and state law enforcement execute 2 search warrants targeting the home and office of Rhode Island House Speaker Gordon Fox today. Our cameras were rolling outside the Speaker's State House office, where federal and state officials blocked off access to the office and asked workers to leave. A similar scene at the Speaker's Providence Gorton Street home as well, where investigators carted away a large number of boxes and bags of evidence. He's referred to as the most powerful man in Rhode Island. But law enforcement have not confirmed if House Speaker Gordon Fox is the target of the investigation. No specifics have been made to the public, despite our efforts to find out what authorities are investigating. We have live, in-depth team coverage of this breaking news story. We have a team of reporters in place. Jared Kleiner, Marilyn Scherer, and Target 12 investigator Tim White are all standing by with important details. But Sean Daly is kicking off our coverage with some background on what went down today.
The Speaker of the House is the most powerful political position in Rhode Island government. That makes Gordon Fox the most powerful politician in Rhode Island. And that makes what happened here at the State House today extremely important. It's been a remarkable, historic day at the State House. Investigators carrying bags and boxes flooded the zone. The third-floor office of the most powerful politician in Rhode Island, Speaker of the House, Gordon Fox. 3 federal agencies, the FBI, the IRS, and the U.S. Attorney's Office, and 1 state agency, the Rhode Island State Police, all spent many hours inside Speaker Fox's office. None of the agents said anything to news reporters. Sir, I see your jacket says IRS Police, and I'm wondering if you can tell us why you're here at the State House.
Sorry, no comment.
Speaker Fox's longtime communications director, Larry Berman, told reporters the state police came in and asked him and all others on the Speaker's staff to leave.
I was in my office working and the state police came and they asked us to leave.
And you have no idea what this is about?
None.
Does the Speaker know this is happening?
No idea.
Have you
haven't spoken with the Speaker?
He's not here. He's not here.
Do you know where he is?
No idea. Thank you.
Have you tried to reach him?
No.
The spokesman for the U.S. Attorney's Office in Rhode Island is telling Eyewitness News that 2 federal search warrants are being executed. He would not say where or why, but Eyewitness News has observed and documented federal and state agents at both the Speaker's office at the State House and at his home on the elegant east side of Providence. Late this afternoon, less than an hour ago, the large team of law enforcement agents left Speaker Fox's office for the day, carrying multiple boxes and bags. We don't know yet what's inside the containers. Keep in mind, both affidavits in support of the search warrants as well as the search warrants themselves have been sealed by the federal court in Providence. After the agents left with whatever they had gathered, spokesman Larry Berman did not rule out Speaker Fox resigning.
Do you or the Speaker know what this is about? The Speaker, I would assume, does, but I don't.
Have you talked to him at all today?
No.
Does he have any plans to resign?
Not that I'm aware of. But I don't know if he had. I just don't. I'm not aware of any plans.
The totality of the scene here today reminds me of similar scenarios involving Rhode Island politicians through the years. Most recently involving former state senator John Salona and former state representative John McCauley, and most famously involving former Providence Mayor Vincent Buddy Cianci. Federal and state agents conducting searches, never a good indicator. Live at the State House with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.
The big question, of course, what are federal and state investigators looking into? As we first reported, this is not the first seizure of records that has happened in recent weeks. Our team coverage continues now with Target 12 investigator Tim White. So what are the indications? What are they looking for? Who are they looking for?
Well, Mike, officially, both the U.S. Attorney's Office and the state police are not saying exactly what they're looking into, but it is important to note just 3 weeks ago, U.S. Attorney Peter Nerona was clear. During a taping of Newsmakers, there is no active federal investigation into 38 studios. There have been no shortage of questions into the epic collapse of 38 studios, leaving Rhode Island taxpayers on the hook for some $90 million to pay investors back. Just weeks ago, U.S. Attorney Peter Nerona telling Eyewitness News there is no active federal investigation into 38 studios. Separately, Target 12 first reported the FBI issued a subpoena to the Providence Economic Development Partnership, or PEDP, earlier this month. City officials confirmed the probe but would not say what investigators are examining. PEDP is a city agency that provides low-interest, taxpayer-backed loans to small businesses that can't get funding from banks. House Speaker Gordon Fox agreed to pay a $1,500 fine in connection with some activity he did with the PEDP. He did not disclose any legal work that he was doing there. And Mike, as you know, Gordon Fox is a lawyer by trade. Our news crews there at the scene at his law office said there was no activity. Okay, and Tim's going to be back for Eyewitness News at 6 with more on the situation. Tim, thank you very much. Okay, Mike. As we've been reporting, there is now indication that Speaker Fox is the target of an investigation. Our cameras were rolling at the Speaker's East Side home as FBI agents carted away a large number of boxes and other materials marked as evidence. Our coverage now shifts to the Speaker's Providence home on Gorton Street. That's where we find Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner live with more team coverage.
There, Mike. You know, in fact, I saw Speaker Fox just yesterday up on the rostrum of the House. I was feet away from him. He was in a jovial mood, laughing, very much in control of the chamber and of the session today. He is holed up in his home behind me and not answering questions. The leader of the Rhode Island House of Representatives behind the painted white brick and red front door of his East Side Colonial. Here's a Friday timeline. Late morning, federal authorities arrive on Gordon Street. They enter number 11. Eyewitness News knocks on the door only to be told the Speaker isn't home. His Audi with legislative tags sitting in the driveway. The investigators then emerge in their blue FBI jackets, caravan formation carrying boxes and items marked evidence, depositing them into a vehicle. What they've seized, not clear. Then at around 2 o'clock, Speaker Fox returns home in lightning fast fashion. Dropped off by a car, he sprints to the front door, unresponsive. Normally buttoned up, he's dressed casually. The last person we see enter the home is the Speaker's Chief of Staff, Frank Anzavino. It's after 3:30. Questions are logged. He says he's checking in on his friend. Anzavino jumps into his car at 4:15, brushing off our questions. See you again. And we are well into the 5 o'clock hour now and still no sign of Speaker Gordon Fox. We're going to remain here through the night. We also should mention we reached out to the Speaker's attorney, Alban Mosier. He declined comment to my colleagues at WPRI.com. With the Providence Mobile Newsroom tonight, I'm Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.